So hello guys, today we are going to solve the problem of job sequencing. So what does job sequencing means? So you will be given n number of jobs, each will be associated with a deadline and profits. So what does that mean? Suppose we have been given 5 jobs, or better to say that there are 5 computers. Each computer have been given 2 hours a deadline. Suppose for J1 let it be computer number 1, this is computer number 2, computer 3, computer 4, computer 5. So we have total 5 computers here, and each computer is associated with a profit. Profit means suppose it makes a profit of 20 rupees, 15 rupees, 10 rupees, 5 rupees and 1 rupees respectively for each C1, C2, C3, C4, C5 or J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. So each are associated with deadline. With the deadline means you need to complete these tasks within the given deadline. After this time or after this deadline, this J1 or this computer 1 suppose will not be allotted any extra time or anything any more time. So you have been, suppose I have asked you to do a task which earns me for 20 rupees in 2 hours of time. So after that you cannot do my task. Similarly, for J2 also, I have asked another machine to do it in a deadline of or within the time limit of 2 hours, and it will earn me a profit of 15 rupees. Suppose let us say profits means in terms of you can say here in terms of it is giving me some money, some sort of money. For your understanding, to understand it easily, you can say that J2 or computer 2 is accomplishing my task within 2 hours to earn me a profit of 15 rupees. Okay. Similarly, for J3, see here J3 is having the profit of 10 rupees and the deadline is 1, means I have to complete this task within 1 hour. After 1 hour, I would not be able to complete this task. So I need to put it in the first half. So when I will test the algorithm, I will show you. Similarly, J4 earns me a profit of 5 rupees suppose, and I have an extended deadline here of 3 hours. Okay, so it's not that each job is taking up 2 hours. Each job takes up 1 unit of time only. Okay, so there are two presumptions. Yeah, I'm sorry for fumbling. There are two presumptions here. The first one will be, so each machine takes 1 unit of time. Okay, presumption. Suppose let me write it down for you. It will be easier for you. Assumptions actually. Assumptions. So the first one is oh, my sheet is not working here. Okay, so each what's happening? Machine will take 1 unit of time for completion. 1 unit of time for completion, and for the second case, for the second preemption, what I will have? So no preemption is allowed. No preemption. Oh, my keyboard is making some problem here. Please bear with me. Preemption is allowed. That means while doing a task, it cannot do any other task. If suppose machine 1 has taken this job 1 and it is doing job 1, it cannot take simultaneously any other job. Okay, so first it will take a job, it will complete, then only you can allot some other job or whatsoever. But in between there is no preemption. Preemption. Oh, my mistake. Preemption. Please check out the spelling. I'm sure it's wrong. Preemption. So preemption means you cannot take out a work once allotted or a job once allotted and you feed any other job there. So once a job is taken, it should be completed and then only you can allot any other job. So these are my pre-assumptions here. So J1, J2, J3 and J4. So what is my task actually? I have not mentioned what is my task. So my task is to maximize the profit. Okay. So I have been given here 3 slots actually. So if I look at my algorithm, so I will find that arrange all the jobs in decreasing order of profit. So it is already given here. So 20, 15, 10, 5, 1. It is in decreasing or descending order only. So it takes order of n log n. So even if it is not given in sorted order, suppose J2 has been given as first, then J4, then J5, whatsoever. So then you need to sort that. So for that sorting, you need n log n time, and after that, for each job, do a linear search to find a particular slot in the array. So what does that mean? I need to find the slot. Okay, so how many slots do I need to have? Okay, so for that, the best thing I will have here is I need to look at my maximum deadline. So what is my maximum deadline, or yeah, what is my maximum deadline here? If I look around, I will find that I am having the 3 as my maximum deadline. Okay, so above 3 I cannot do anything, or above 3 I cannot do anything, or the minimum requirement I should have is 3. Okay, to maximize my profit, because my deadline having the maximum deadline, or job having my maximum deadline is 3, any job. So I have to make 3 slots. Okay, 3 slots with 3 boxes for your convenience, whatever you may say. Suppose I have made this one and this one. So suppose these are my 3 slots or 3 boxes, and name it as 0, 1 and 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me take up pencil here. So this is 0. I'm writing with mouse, please bear with me. 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so what do I need to have? So what is my task, or what is my motive? So I need to have maximum profit of these 5 jobs given here. So I cannot do all the 5 jobs. I need to select the jobs in such a way that I will have maximum profit, and it should be completed within the deadline of 3, or within the deadline of 3 hours. Let's say these are all in hours. Okay, so for your understanding, let us say these are all given in hours. So in 3 hours, I need to select some jobs which will earn me maximum profit. So what is the algorithm? The first step is arrange all the jobs in decreasing order of profit, which I have already done here. Suppose I have already arranged these in descending order. Then what I need to do? Then I need to do a linear search for each job to find the particular slot. Okay, so here's the trick I should mention you, or I wish to tell you, that select the maximum profit. Okay, and put it to the farthest position, or sorry, yeah, put it to the farthest position I can place it in my slots. Okay, so where should I place this 20? Don't place it here, 2 and 3, because my deadline is 2. I cannot exceed my deadline. Okay, so my deadline is 2, so I cannot put it in my 2 and 3 slot. So I should put it in within 1 and 2 slot, or within 1 and 2. So here will be my J1 placed here. Try to pick up the element with the maximum profit, or pick up the job with the maximum profit, and then what to do? Then try to put it in the maximum deadline, or put it within the maximum deadline, or where I can put it. Let me see. And similarly, I will select my next maximum profit here. So this is 15 here, my next maximum profit, and I should put it to the farthest position within the deadline as much as possible. Okay, so this deadline is also 2. See, this is also 2, and each job takes, I have already mentioned here that each job takes 1 unit of time. So the only place available here is 0, between 0 and 1. I cannot put it in 2 and 3 because my deadline is 2. I cannot exceed my deadline, so I need to put it within 2. So here I have a place available, that is 0 and 1. That will give me a profit. Okay, so this is my J2. I have placed my J2 here. Now the only slot left is between 2 and 3. So if I choose J3, I have the deadline as 1. Okay, but my 1 is already filled here. So, and it is giving me a less profit also. Earlier my profit was 15. If it is 15 here, and this is 20 here, so it is giving me a profit of 10. So I don't need to put it here. So it is already chosen by J2. So let J2 do its job, or machine to do its job in the slot 0 to 1. And let's pick out the next maximum profit. So we have 5 here. So 5 can be put in between 2 and 3, because here the deadline is 3. As I have already sorted in descending order, obviously I will be encountering the maximum profit first. Okay, so I don't need to look at J5. Okay, because I have 3 slots, so I need to fill it with 3 jobs. So here I will put J4, and the profit I will have is 5. So the total profit, if you calculate what will be my total profit, so total profit will be maximum profit, that is the maximum profit actually. Total profit is equal to the maximum profit here. So it will be 20 plus 15 plus 5. So it is equal to 40 here, I guess. So this is my maximum profit. You try it in other ways. If you put any other jobs here also, or if you try to find some other methods, you cannot exceed this 40. This is the maximum profit I can get with these given jobs and the given profits with the given maximum deadline. Okay, I cannot do anything else to have more than 40. So this is a greedy method actually. Job sequencing is a greedy technique in which what we do, we check for all the, in greedy techniques what we do, we check for So job sequencing is a greedy technique in which we pick up all the possible ways, possibilities, and check which one is the most efficient. In greedy, we are not sure that the path chosen will lead me to the maximum profit here. So, but here I have mentioned the way, the algorithm that I need to follow to get the maximum profit with given jobs and given with a given n number of jobs, the profits associated with it, and a given deadline. So, and I need to mention the time complexity of this algorithm. So, my arranging the profits takes n log n time, and for each job I need to do a linear search. Suppose the size of my slot, given slot of the array is, suppose this is the array, and the size of the given array is n. Okay, let it be n, and each job be termed as mi. So for J1 it is m1, m2, m3, m4 and m5. So for each job, in worst case I need to traverse the whole array. Suppose for m4 I need to traverse my whole array. Okay, for J1 I don't need to traverse the whole array. Suppose it is up to here, for J1 up to n-1 place, and J2 also n-2 place, but in worst case I need to traverse my whole array. So if these are n and this is my whole slot size is n, so the order will be my order of n cross m. I hope it is understandable. And if n is equal to m, suppose if my number of jobs is equal to the number of maximum deadline, or so suppose the number of jobs are equal to the maximum slots, so then it will be order of n cross n, that is order of n square. That is order of n square when if n equal to, I hope it is understandable. I am writing with the mouse, so, and I am not habituated with it. So if n equal to m, so replace m by n, so we will get order of n square. So that's it. Hope it is clear. Now we will be doing the coding of the job sequencing. So first of all, try it of your own, then visit the coding part. Because as much you will code, you will have to get clearer concepts. You will understand how this is working. So try of yourself first, then look at my code. Thank you.